Hello. Welcome back to Guided Reading with Miss Oliver. I'm super excited to have you here with me today, and I can't wait to share our super lesson. So before we do, we need to get our things out. We're going to take out the two worksheets that we're going to work with for this lesson. The first worksheet is titled Grammar, Nouns, and Verbs. You should see some cool pictures, a cake, a pie, a cupcake on the worksheet. The second worksheet has no title, but you should see a lot of sentences on it. So take out these two worksheets, your pencil. You're going to need the book I Looked Everywhere. You should see a little girl looking down at her shoe. And most importantly, you want to make sure you're in a quiet and calm space so you can focus and grow your brain. If you need to pause the video right here to get your items together, please do so. If not, we can move on to the next slide. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go over those same 10 sight words that we talked about for the whole week. We're going to review nouns and verbs, and then we're going to end it with reading the book I Looked Everywhere. Jumping right into our sight word review, repeating after Miss Oliver: sleep, under, hill, room, name, rain, stay, place, new, and paper. Now you're going to pause the video right here to go through those sight words on your own. So go ahead and pause. Bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How many did you get right? All of them. I know you did. Awesome job. So in our last video last week, we talked about nouns. We said that a noun was a person, place, thing, or animal. A person like this teacher, a place like this schoolhouse, a thing like this book, or an animal like this puppy. So we know a noun is a what? That's right, a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. We learned about verbs this week, and we said that verbs were what? That's right, they're action words. And what do? Right, again, they describe what someone is doing. So verb or action words that describe something that describe what someone is doing. Action words like jump, laugh, clap, run, read, walk, and eat. All of these are action words. So a quick review, we learned that nouns were what? That's right, a person, place, thing, or animal. And we learned that verbs are what? They're action words that describe what someone is doing. So in our worksheets, go ahead and take out your worksheet and your pencil. You're going to work with both nouns and verbs. On our first worksheet, after you write your first and last name, you can jump right into the worksheet. So on this first worksheet that's titled Grammar, Nouns, and Verbs. The direction says use the nouns and the verbs to complete the sentences below. You'll use each word only once. Mrs. Oliver is going to do the first one for you. So at the top it says verb, so I know I'm going to put a verb in this blank. The sentence says, I like to blank cookies with my family. I like to pie cookies with my family. That doesn't make sense. I like to cream cookies with my family. Nope. I like to bake cookies with my family. That makes sense. So the word bake is a verb and it also makes sense in that sentence. So I'm going to write my word bake and then I'm going to cross it off my list because I only used the word once. You'll go on to the next sentence on your own. On this worksheet where we see a lot of sentences, Mrs. Oliver is going to do the first one as well. The direction says read the sentences below and circle the noun and underline the verb in each sentence. So this one you're going to do two things in one sentence. You're going to circle the noun and you're going to underline the verb. Mrs. Oliver is going to do the first one. It says Patty jumped on the trampoline. Which one is the noun? I know that a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. And I know Patty is a person, so that must be the noun. So I'm going to circle the noun, Patty, and then I'm going to look at which one of these words is a verb, an action word. Jump. So I'm going to underline my verb. So I circled my noun and underlined my verb. You're going to do that on the rest of these sentences. So go ahead and pause your video so you can work on your worksheet. We're bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Go ahead and push your pencil and your worksheet to the side. And we're going to take out our book, I Looked Everywhere. While you're taking out your book, Mrs. Oliver is going to do the same thing. So the book, I Looked Everywhere, is written by Elizabeth Stratus. The author is Elizabeth Stratus, and the illustrator is John Cantner. We know that the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. So before we read our book, we're going to predict what this story is about by looking at the cover and reading the title. So I'll give you 15 silent seconds to look at the cover of the book, read the title, and think about what you think this story is going to be about. So go ahead and pause your video right here so you can get your think time. Bring it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What do you predict this story is going to be about? That's right. That's a good guess. You think this story is going to be about a little girl that may have lost her shoe and she's looking everywhere. That's an excellent guess. That's exactly what I thought. So before we read our book, we need to go over some words to know. The first one, repeating after Miss Oliver: closet, everywhere, looked, shoe, toy box, and under. These are all words to know before we read the book, I Looked Everywhere. So we usually read our book in our next video, but this time we're going to read it right now. So let's go ahead and open up our book to the first page. You're going to read first, and I'm going to follow after you. Your turn. My turn. Did you look for your shoe? Your turn. My turn. I looked everywhere. My shoe is not there. Remember, when we're reading, we're pointing to each word because good readers point to every word. Your turn. My turn. Did you look under the bed? Your turn. My turn. I looked everywhere. My shoe is not there. Your turn. My turn. Did you look in your toy box? Your turn. My turn. I looked everywhere. My shoe is not there. Your turn. My turn. Did you look in your closet? Your turn. My turn. Oh no, I did not look everywhere. I did not look there. The end. So when you predicted that this story was going to be about a little girl who lost her shoe, you were correct. Kiss your brain. So now we're going to go over some questions about our book so we can see if we remember what we read. The first question says, what was the girl in the story looking for? What was the girl in the story looking for? I'll give you 10 silent seconds to think to yourself. What was the girl in the story looking for? That's right. She was looking for her shoe. You can tell this because on the cover of the book, she's looking down at her shoe, and all throughout the book, her mom kept asking her, "Did you find your shoe?" And she would say, "My shoe's not there. My shoe's not there." So we know that the girl in the story was looking for her shoe. The next question says, where did the girl say she looked? Where did this girl say she looked? 10 silent seconds to think about your answer. Where did the girl say she looked? That's right. She said she looked everywhere. How did you know this? Because you read the title and you read the book? That's right. All throughout the book, she would say, I looked everywhere. Awesome job. The next question says, where did they find what they were looking for? So where did they find that shoe? Where did they find the shoe? 10 silent seconds to think about your answer. Where did they find the shoe? That's right. They found the shoe in her closet. So obviously she didn't look everywhere because her shoe was right in her closet. Next question says, when the girl says she looked everywhere, what does she mean? What does she mean when she said, I looked everywhere? 10 silent seconds to think about your answer. When the girl said she looked everywhere, what does she mean by that? That's right. When she said she looked everywhere, that means she looked at many places. She looked all over. She didn't just look in one spot. She looked everywhere, all over the house. Awesome job. Our last question says, how did the girl feel at the end of the story? How did she feel at the end of the story when she found her shoe? 10 silent seconds to think about your answer. How did the girl feel at the end of the story when she finally found her shoe? That's right. When she finally found her shoe, she was kind of shocked, like, oh, I guess I didn't look everywhere. If we look at her face, she's like, maybe I didn't look everywhere. So I would say she's shocked. What's another word? How else do we think she felt at the end of the story? That's a good word. Embarrassed. Ooh, give me another word. So we think she's feel shocked. She may feel embarrassed. How else do you think she felt? Sad. Okay, why do you think she feels sad? Okay, that's an awesome answer. You think she feels sad because maybe she thinks her mom is mad at her? Okay. All of those are amazing answers. You did an awesome job today. Give yourself 2 thumbs up and a pat on the back. So we are going to end our video right here. I hope you learned so much and I hope you grew your brain. So I will see you in our next video. Bye.